Well, I'm going to take you back to 1945, and it's Blithe Spirit this morning, 1st of February, 2021. Um, February being a short month, so it should only be about 19 weeks, I'm guessing. Blithe Spirit, 1945, based on a play by Noel Coward in 1941. And the title is from a line of some poem or other by Shelley, whose second wife invented Frankenstein. All the others are just sparkling monsters. The film starts by establishing the catty and sarcastic relationship between Charles Condamine, played by the relatively relaxed Rex Harrison, who apparently didn't actually want to be in this film, and his second wife, Ruth, Constance Cummings plays her, both into their second marriages. Now, Charles's first wife, we learn, has died. Madame Arcati, superbly played by Margaret Rutherford, is invited along very early in the story to come to tea and perform a séance. Charles, you see, is a novelist and only requested the séance for research material for the mystery story that he's currently writing, more than any particular desire to contact his wife, his first wife. The séance proceeds very entertainingly and results in Charles's wife manifesting, at first as an auditory apparition only, which breaks up the séance very much by giving Charles the willies. Madame Arcati has passed out and missed the whole apparition thing. And as she leaves, the whole apparition manifests, not to anyone else's vision except for Charles, and not to his wife, who's also there in the room. And the story, makes excellent use of lighting changes and wind machines and green makeup to visually portray the spirit of Charles's 7-year dead wife, Elvira. She's been dead 7 years, along with incidental sounds to set the scene. And you'd think with a ghost story, you'd make use of a lot of semi-transparent overlays. No, what they did was they made her up in green makeup with bright red lipstick and followed a green light everywhere on the set where she went to make it look very ghostly. Very interesting effect. Charles can see and hear Elvira in front of Ruth, who can't see or hear Elvira, but confuses everything Charles has said to Elvira as being intended for herself. So that's a lot of comedy potential. And that goes on for a while, but provides a lot of comedic feedstock and some innovative and well-executed visual effects, like moving flowers around, which you couldn't do in the play. This, as I said, this started as a play. For example, there's a very good there's a very good piece, if you're interested in film photography, like I am. There's a very good dynamic alternating focus pull in a conversation scene. Now, Ruth is in the background and Madame Arcati is in the foreground, doing something with a crystal ball. And Ruth is way in the background. And there's a very good focus pull. Every time Ruth speaks, she's in focus. And then Madame Arcati. And you almost don't notice it unless you're looking for this kind of thing. But very well done. Margaret Rutherford as Madame Arcati is truly the star of this film. If the phrase "jolly hockey sticks" was invented for anyone, it must have been Margaret Rutherford in this film. Rex Harrison as Charles takes a very laid-back pedestrian approach to his part. He's played very excellently. His current wife has no actual personality at all, and his dead wife is highly repulsive, making the audience consider that Charles had a very lucky escape from her in the first instance. Now, I don't know how anyone could have ended up married to even one of these women, let alone be so careless as to marry both. But this is obviously the intended effect on the audience. The bulk of the film is interior scenes, mainly featuring only 4 actors. So obviously it's very easy to implement as a stage play, and the play itself was actually only situated in one room. Noel Coward turned down offers from Hollywood for the film rights. He thought the Americans would make it vulgarised, distorted and ruined. I'm quoting him there. He sold it to Cineguild in the UK, which is an independent attached to Rank organisation. David Lean directed, and Coward told him, "Just photograph it, dear boy." I won't do a Noel Coward impersonation. He said a few other things to him afterwards, by the way, but you can look that up. And for a 1945 film, the creative and technical use of colour, Technicolor in this case, is very impressive. Now consider that Matter of Life and Death, which also features the other side, as it were, in 1947 made innovative use of Technicolor, especially by colour dev bypassing the Technicolor segments that were intended to be monochromatic. And also consider that Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life, also featuring the other side, in 1946. So around about the same time, was shot in black and white at a time that audiences began to expect colour. And this is very well done in colour. So upon the release, Blithe Spirit was a financial failure, which is very hard to believe now, as it is a very well-respected work. 1945, Blithe Spirit. Have a very, very good February, everyone.